Hello, ladies and gentlemen, peace be upon you. Welcome to our 14th video on the role our government can play in revolutionizing Nigeria. And this is the conclusion, based on the discussions covered in the previous 13 videos. So far, from the introductory video up to the 13th video, I was able to discuss the way our government will be able to have absolute control over the citizens, which will give her the ability to change Nigeria into a better country. All thanks to the Almighty God. The next set of videos, that is part 2 of this series, will be discussing the way the masses will have an absolute control over the government and our official or servants, which will give them the ability to turn them into better leaders. In order to understand this concept very well, try to read or listen to all these videos in their order, right from the introductory video up to the last one. The truth of the matter is that one surest way to cure the problems of this country is by going back to the Almighty God, both the leaders and the led, by doing all his do's, avoiding all his don'ts, and punishing all violators of these commands. But the problem is that it is not easy to put the country on this path because the country has been operating as a secular state. There is another way the country can solve this number of problems, which is by having an autocrat leader, whether military or civilian, who will knock down anybody that refuses to obey law and order. But the problem with this approach is that it is difficult for someone like that who can practice this with no fear or favor, and who deep into his mind is after building the country, not building his or her personal self, to be able to get to that position, especially in this democratic dispensation, where one can never reach that position without getting the backing of some godfathers, who in turn are very dirty, and who are after their selfish desires, not the development of the country. This calls for a third alternative. The third alternative, in my opinion, is that the easiest way the country can get out of this menace is by employing technology into the battleground, plus political will to achieve this goal. By using technology, plus a strong political will, the government can be able to easily control the way and manner citizens do their daily activities. And this control is what Nigerian government needs in order to suppress any resistance and or sabotage from the teeming evil elites, as well as the lawless masses. This is the reason why I came up with a number of 8 steps the government will take in order to achieve this the easiest way. This I explained in the 3rd to the 13th videos. Yes, there may be some other ways, but none of them will be as easy as this one. In this video, which is the conclusion for the first part, I will enumerate a list of the possible benefits or advantages to be derived from the implementation of the 8 proposed policies, before going to the second part, which is the role the masses can play in revolutionizing Nigeria. These benefits or advantages include, but are not limited to: 1. They will help the government to know each and every citizen in Nigeria. 2. They will help the government to know the whereabouts of most citizens in an easiest way. 3. They will help the government to know the condition of most Nigerians. 4. They will make looking for and arresting criminals and offenders, the law in the country, be very easy. 5. Since the government knows the number of people in different parts of the country, it will make development plans and development projects easier. 6. Accordingly, this will help the government in rural development, which in turn will help reduce the migration of people from rural to urban areas. 7. Most, if not all, civil and criminal offenses will be eliminated in the country. For example, there will be no such cases called kidnapping for ransom, armed robbery, burglary, theft, terrorism, banditry, fraud, etc. 8. Joblessness will drastically go down, and there will be employment opportunities for our teeming population. 9. Hunger will be eradicated from the country. 10. The country will have a stronger economy. 11. People will be working under formal organizations, hence easier to control, easier to educate, and easier to circulate any information around. 12. Mass production may lead to a reduction in prices. 13. Importation of some illegal products, e.g. drugs and weapons, will stop. 14. Mass production may lead to exportation of goods and services. The country might be net exporter of so many products instead of being the net importer of those products. 15. By reducing and or stopping the importation of some certain goods and opening the door for the exportation of some others, this will boost up our foreign reserve. 16. There will be professionalism and innovation in the production of goods and services because the companies are bigger and stronger. Hence, the qualities of goods and services will increase. 17. It will lead to diversification of the economy and help to reduce dependence on petroleum products as the only source of revenue for the country. 18. There will be standardization of products because strong and big companies will not be expected to be producing some standard products. Also, they will not be expected to involve in dishonesty or cheating in their products. 19. Government will have the ability to control prices of goods and services because you can instruct the various companies that may emerge that no company should sell below certain price and no company should sell above certain price. Hence, the government will be able to protect the producers of goods and services as well as the consumers. 20. The internally generated income of the government will significantly increase as a result of tax to be paid by employed people in different formal organizations. 21. The country will be corrupt-free. Therefore, there will be more money available for government to undertake developmental projects. 22. It may be the beginning of Nigeria becoming an industrious nation. 23. Companies will find it easier to source for raw materials, which is another possibility for prices of goods and services to drop. 24. By working in formal organizations, people will become more educated and more informed in the country. In other words, mass literacy campaign will be made easier. 25. By making the primary and secondary institutions stronger through the formalization of the informal sector, there will be improvement in the quality of education in the country. 26. It will teach Nigerians to become good citizens. 27. Government will find it easier to subsidize some essential goods and services for the benefits of the masses. 28. The system will help the government stop foreigners from illegally entering into Nigeria. 29. The system will help the government to know Nigerians in diaspora and have more ideas on their conditions. 30. The system will enable the government to inject money into any of the economic sectors in order to strengthen it, without the fear that some people will abuse, misuse, or convert the money for their personal use instead of developing the country. 31. There will be stronger companies that can withstand any economic turbulence. Hence, companies will not be collapsing easily. 32. As a result, there will be job security in the country. 33. Finally, With the successful implementation of these steps, behold, a new Nigeria has been born. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If your dream is to wake up and see a new Nigeria, free from corruption, crimes, joblessness, and poverty, then join us at Naija Digital Revolution and contribute your quota by sharing this and other related videos, liking us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. All these are ways to encourage and support us to achieve this objective. You are also required to register with us in order to form a strong union for the eradication of corruption, crimes, as well as other negative characters and attitudes from among us by clicking on this link, which you can find below, or visiting the homepage of our website, sites.google.com/site/Naija Digital Revolution/home and clicking on the red link. In order to find us on the social media, just search for Naija Digital Revolution on Google, YouTube, or Facebook. We are also Twitter and Instagram. You can watch our videos, listen to our audios, or read our articles from our website or any of the above mediums. You can also contact us by sending us WhatsApp or Telegram messages through our Airtel line number 090-1255-8425. Please don't call or send text messages. Once again, thank you for listening. May God help us.